blazing, unseen fingers pulling unstoppable triggers. Visible crosshairs illuminate like flares number 72 TeTra. Flares number 72 TeTra. Grammatone Electra. Fine now, you're dying now, it's time to stop the lying. Killing with the robbing, nailing and the bobbing. Unconditional, medicinal, I'm breaking with traditional.
And outside a battle between the greases and the soldiers. Life is just a game, we be the coaches. With mad referees, blowing whistles. Cash got fistfuls, smoking pistols. These the early dismissal, clear as crystal. You meathead, you're full of gristle. Chewing the fat, you ask why it's like that. Putting physical selves up on a shelf. They call me mausoleum, superior being, divine routines and rhyming. I'm blowing up the spot like a hymen. Focus on the bird in the park that can't fly. Focus on the truth, never focus on the lie. Look at all the shit in your town and ask why. Focus on the camera hanging in the sky. From beginning to the end, by myself and all alone. Well, in my head is the place I call my home. By the time you figure out what the hell is going on, little bit too late, you're extinct like Mastodon. Focus on the bird in the park that can't fly. Focus on the truth, never focus on the lie. Look at all the shit in your town and ask why. Focus on the bird in the park that can't fly. Focus on the truth, never focus on the lie. Look at all the shit in your town and ask why.
From the left side, on the opposite side. You heard two. You heard big. So you heard two, and then you heard two automatic fire. But the other one was smaller takeoff. So there was a small one that was on the left side, on the opposite side.
Now we're going to zoom in on the step feature that I'm calling it from the Luxor Hotel, and the helicopter is going to fly by right now. But keep your eyes focused on that top step. And I slowed it down for you. Now check this out, guys. First flash. And now the big flash. Big flash. And one more time. Little flashes. And big flashes.
Focus on the bird in the park that can't fly. Your town and ask why. Focus on the camera hanging in the sky. Focus on the bird in the park that can't fly. Focus on the truth, never focus on the lie. Look at all the shit in your town and ask why. Focus on the camera hanging in the sky. From beginning to the end, by myself and all alone. Well, in my head is the place I call my home. By the time you figure out what the hell is going on, little bit too late, you're extinct like Mastodon.
Helicopter goes behind the Mandalay. Now watch this. Watch the camera turn and what
Many people have pointed out the flashing lights that appear on the chopper may be muzzle flashes from a
You showed it right there. I'll go back to it.
weapon.
Focus on the bird in the park that can't fly. Focus on the truth. Focus on the lie. Already.
On over some footage.
This is
I have
better.
Found
Watch
some
this.
things.
Yes, you did find
seen some things that people have already mentioned.
Yeah, trust me on this.
And I also have.
It goes
I haven't
beyond.
seen
It
every
goes
single
beyond
video
Vegas.
out there. So if somebody has brought this to the attention already, go ahead. It's in the background. Hear it?
He flashes to the devil sign. No, hold on a second. That's the signal. You see the two horns? Hold on. Just trust me on this. You see the two horns, though, with the, it's probably a bull. It's a country music concert. Whoever's filming this flashed to that. Now, I'm not even saying they were involved in the shooting. I'm saying that's how all this shit goes down. He flashes to the devil sign. Then, before the shooting starts, why do people start leaving? Intuition? Exactly. Intuition. But not in a good way. See, now they're walking, they're leaving, you know.
You hear it? And you notice right here. You see this light here?
They're double sign.
And this guy's showing that. And then as soon as that came, let's go back real quick. We'll play it back here in a second. But as soon as this
is
came,
related to another shooting in
Detroit. This
Detroit.
is a helicopter. But as soon as this came in, he flashed those devil signs that over in the left-hand corner that's on the back of the trailer. Now let's watch as he comes around the Mandalay Bay here. You hear it? You can hear it right now. There, look right in between the hotels there. You can see that flashing light. Now you hear the first shot. He looks over that way. Now you see right here is where people were talking about the flashes that are coming from out of the hotel. But I actually think that it is this flying object. It's the tail end of the lights, or maybe it's a combination of both. But there's definitely a flying object there, and that's almost like the tail end.
Remember, they said there was no helicopter.
Could be a helicopter.
They said there was no helicopter there,
or
so
some kind of a flying object.
This isn't a question of it wasn't the helicopter. They would have known that. No, they said there was no helicopter there.
I'm not really sure how big government military drones are to begin with. So let's go ahead and keep playing this video. Now you're going to notice as soon as this flying object stops blinking and it goes behind this building here, this hotel, you're going to notice that it disappears and we never see the lights flashing again. And it's about simultaneously.
And it does on the radar.
When the shooting starts to begin.
And it does on the radar.
Then where flashes are over, you see? You can hear it. You hear it? You hear that? Now we show the devil signs. You hear it? There's no light over there anymore. It's gone.
Yeah, it was leaving.
Now these people are leaving.
Why?
I'm not sure why these people are leaving early. You can hear it. There's no lights in the sky anymore.
Now, why did I ask you to focus on that devil sign? Because only a week or two later.
About what Jason Dalton told police after his arrest.
Well, we want to start tonight with 24-hour News 8's Leon Hendricks, who has been sifting through those 911 calls. Leon.
Brian and Susan, good evening. Some of the unsung heroes in all of this are the 911 dispatchers here in Kalamazoo County, the people who took the first calls from those who were experiencing terror that night.
Kalamazoo County 911.
We just heard gunshots.
Kalamazoo County 911. I'm at the Kalamazoo Cracker Barrel, and there's been gunshots in a car.
Told her that she wouldn't be going back to work and the kids wouldn't be going back to school. Told her, the report says, quote, she would see what he was talking about on the news. She last spoke with him at 8:30 that night before the murders took place.
2 cars have been shot up. There's 3 people in one car, and one guy is not moving.
Newly released dash cam video shows how it all ended. A calm Jason Dalton pulled over, pulled out of his car, and arrested. In his pocket, a 9mm Walther brand handgun with an extended clip. He was escorted to the police cruiser, police say, silently staring straight ahead as they asked him basic questions, and he ignored. Just before 1 a.m., the terror was over.
Who has uncovered some new disturbing information about Dalton from those police interviews. Ken?
Yeah, this report here was released by the Kalamazoo City Attorney's Office this afternoon, and it reveals some of the disturbing things that were said during the interviews in the hours after the mass killings.
Dalton told police little at first, pleading the Fifth Amendment, but police kept pushing, saying the families of his victims and his family deserved answers. He softened a bit, saying he did not know a child had been shot and that he was sorry for that. But then it quickly turned bizarre. Dalton told police that the Uber app on his phone had taken over. He had only recently started driving for Uber and spent that night picking up and dropping off fares, all during that shooting spree. He said he saw the Eastern Star symbol, then the devil pop up on his phone through the Uber app. He described the devil as a quote-unquote horned cowhead that would give him assignments. He said he picked his targets randomly, but that he did not recall the killings at Sealy Kia. But he told police he remembered the shootings at the Cracker Barrel, says he never aimed and didn't remember the feeling of the gun in his hand, only the sound of pop, pop, pop. Dalton was wearing a bulletproof vest at the time of his arrest and was carrying a loaded 9mm handgun. He told police he did not get into a shootout with them because the color of the Uber app went from black to red.
Now, Dalton had no known mental health issues before this, which is why he could legally own a gun. But a judge has ordered a psych exam to see if he is competent to stand trial. As for police, we spoke with Chief Hadley, who says he doesn't believe he was motivated by that Uber app.